What's up, dudes? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. So as many of you may know by now, later this week we're going to be getting the Season 2 Reloaded of Vanguard and Warzone. I'll make a separate video for the Vanguard details, but today I want to focus on Rebirth Island because personally Rebirth is one of my favorite game modes that Call of Duty has introduced in a very long time, and I'm glad to see that it's finally getting something, better late than never, I guess. And for those of you that are wondering, this update will be releasing on March 23rd at 9 a.m. Pacific. Anyways, here are the first in-game screenshots of the new POIs that we can take a look at here. So this area is just south, I believe. It's just next to Decon. And I'm not going to lie, I'm very glad to see that they're adding something here, because before there was a buy station and a little house that was pretty much good for nothing. Before, if you did anything in that area, you were pretty much just going to get sniped at from top prison and targeted from like 3 different areas. It was not useful, in my opinion. Now we have a new POI. There's a lot of buildings, a lot of cover. I like this addition. I think it's very well done. The next new POI we'll take a look at here is the actual ship itself. I think this is what most people are really excited for. This is going to be in the area of Factory. If I'm being completely honest, it doesn't look that big, so I can't imagine there's a ton of loot there. Now, it does look like you can go into the bottom part of the ship and on that little fucking ramp there in the middle, so that's good. At least I hope there's a decent amount of loot, enough to make some people land out there. But from the looks of it, man, like it doesn't look that big. Now, the last in-game screenshot I want to show you guys actually gives us a ton of information. So the first thing that I noticed anyways is the redeploy balloons. Basically, you've probably seen these on Caldera. You can like zip line up to the top of them and fly across the map. That's great. I think it really helps with Caldera because it's such a big map, but with Warzone, or with Rebirth, excuse me, I'm a little bit worried about it. Like in Big Warzone, it's a little bit different because you only spawn in once, you go to the gulag, you come back. But with Rebirth, people are constantly respawning. Like, you already have enough people up in the air landing on top of you. I mean, honestly, who knows though? Like, it could be a good thing. Maybe it's really going to speed up the gameplay. But just from my perspective, I hope it's good, because if not, it's really going to suck. Now, the next thing you might have noticed is that the water tower has been changed. It appears you can scale the water tower now. You don't have to land on top of it. So that is kind of nice, I guess. But at the same time, man, like, it makes it easier for campers to climb that and just be annoying up there. So, hopefully it's good. I could be wrong. And one last thing I noticed from the screenshot, if you look in the courtyard, you'll notice that there's been some changes. One, to the walling. It looks like you have a roof on top of your head. You now will actually have some cover there. And also, there's some tents in the middle, so probably some more loot's going to spawn there as well. Now, I do know there is some more changes to the map. There's been a couple screenshots that have been leaked, but they weren't like officially posted to this Reloaded thing, so I'm kind of weird to show them on my YouTube channel. I don't want it to get clapped already. Another new feature that is being released within the update on Rebirth is Weapon Trading Station. I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work, but it sounds familiar, like the Fortnite vending machine. You walk up, you put a gun in it, or you put money in it, and you can buy a weapon. I mean, if I'm being completely honest here, I think that's probably the best decision they've made on this, because I can't tell you how many times, dude, where like you die, you spawn, you die, you spawn, and like no matter how many times you choose a new landing spot, you just can't drop and find a weapon, so then you don't stand a chance at all against an enemy. This is good, I guess. At least it gives you another opportunity to get back into the fight, so I do appreciate that change. So other than that, I don't think there's a whole lot of changes. They have their typical new modes and new other stuff that they're adding in Rebirth that no one is truly caring about. All right, I hate to say it, I hate to be the bad guy here, but it appears that most people are really in Rebirth for quads and trios, trying to drop high kill games. We got all the movement kings, the demon slayers out here. Now, I will say, I'm hoping there is more changes to the map than what I have listed in the video so far. Like, I'm hoping they changed up the inside of prison, or I don't know, man, like, just give us a little bit more. I mean, I'm happy. I'm glad we're getting a new POI, a couple new POIs. They're changing some stuff up. But this map has been in play for years now, dude. Like, I'm ready for something a little bit more on the fresh side. I mean, don't get me wrong, a little change is better than no change, but one thing I'd like to see in Rebirth is make it separate modes. So make a mode where you've only got the Modern Warfare weapons, the Cold War, and then, something else for Vanguard. I don't think they'll ever do it, and I know there's a lot of people that won't agree with me on this idea. I just think it'd be interesting, man. I enjoy going back and using the Modern Warfare guns and using the Cold War weapons. And I know that I can get it from loadouts. I'm talking about like ground loot here, like just to keep things fresh. I don't know. It's just, you gotta do something at this point. The map is the map. The map is great in my opinion. Anyways, fellas, I think that's gonna do it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Leave a like on the video. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Later.